How's everybody doing this morning? So we're going to get started right into class, but first I want you to make sure that your Blackboard is set up correctly. Your audio and video setup is done. Just speak into it, make sure that your microphone is turned on and working. Your camera, you can set it up, but we probably will not use it today. Make sure that you've expanded your chat dialogue so you can chat with all of us. Now give me a hands up if you can see the record button in the right hand corner or left hand corner, if you can hear me, and if you can see my slide okay. Okay, thanks everybody. Materials you're going to need today is our book, Thinking Collaboratively, and your computer. And make sure all your distractions are removed, your cell phone's off, doors closed, and class should not be that long today. So we should be through this pretty quickly. Objectives for the day is the students will be able to explain teaching presence responsibilities, be able to list the importance of teaching presence, and we'll be able to explain how to use teaching presence in classroom. So the first question, using your chat, can you list one thing a teacher can do to establish teacher presence? So those are all really good ideas. They really are. I'd like to design the course well, create a detailed syllabus, and that gives the students the idea of what is expected of them right there, is creating a detailed syllabus. Lesson plans, make sure that you don't deviate and that you get everything, all the objectives that you need to cover. And Esteban brought it up, which is good, is the get the feedback from the students, especially in the prior course, because they'll be able to tell you what needs to be changed or what needs to be critiqued or tweaked for the next class. So teaching presence is one of the most important elements of community inquiry. It establishes, this helps the students learn. The teacher facilitates the students' learning. It helps them learn what they need to learn. Teaching presence isn't, the elements of teaching presence aren't linear. They're not concrete. They're fluid. So, you're going to have to design something. You're going to have to facilitate, and you're going to have to teach direction, but you're going to have to keep doing that because you may have to tweak things or change things depending on how the class is going. The teacher provides the leadership and the direction in class. So you kind of direct the class in the way that it needs to go. Instead of doing a discussion, and it going off on a tangent everywhere, the teacher has to have good leadership to focus that in a direction that they want it to go to, so that the students get to the information that they need to get to. So, question, being able to change direction of the lecture to facilitate learning is an important part of teaching present. Is it the facilitation, support, or guidance? Which one is the most important? Which component would you change direction? Sorry guys. Which component would changing direction fall under? Just take your pen and circle one. So everybody chose facilitation. Facilitation. Somebody jump on there and explain why. Why not support or guidance? Anybody? Esteban.
Well, if you're facilitating the learning for for students or whatnot, it's you're making it accessible to them, making it more allowing the students to probably do even better instead of them being confused or anything like that. I mean, that's the way I see it.
Okay. Could support be a component that change would fall under? Could your support change, Rebecca?
I think that the support could change because if we're working within the community of inquiry, if we see that the students are maybe not grasping, or I think the book references that sometimes people get really bogged down in some of the parts of the process, that sometimes needing to change things up or step in, that could be part of support, I think, within the teaching presence, to offer a little more support and even guidance to say, I think you guys are maybe taking too long on this part, or we need to steer back towards this this goal or whatever they're working on, to try to offer a little more support. So I can see how that would fit in under that category as well.
Okay. TJ, you had your hand up as well.
So I originally circled facilitation. However, I almost feel like all three of them could be, because like she just said, but then also guidance is you have to guide them in the right direction when things are being changed anyway. So I think it's just a lovely, I don't know, just all three of them, if that makes sense.
It does, because when I originally put this question in here, I thought the same thing as all of them. You could change direction under all of them. The guidance, if somebody's not getting something, you may have to guide them down a path so that that little light bulb comes on in their head to so that they understand it. Support, you may have to support them further in their learning so that that light bulb stays on. And then definitely facilitation was one of the easy ones. So I'm with you. I thought it was all of them as well. So since I'm in the fire service and I am a fire instructor, the way teaching present works in the fire service is we're very active in the hands-on portion and in the labs and the EMS labs and all that. So the case study that I wanted to do was as a member of the community of inquiry, teaching presence has a more demanding role than students. List the responsibilities teachers have to the students and community. So I'm going to go and make some rooms here, some breakout rooms. Sorry, guys. So I am going to make some rooms. And everybody just sign into the first room so that you can all talk about it. Virtual students, you'll go to the virtual students on Google Slides, and that way, can you still hear me? So I have the Google slide also to give you. I'm going to put it in the chat box. There you go. So everybody go to your Google slide, and we'll have about 4 minutes to do this, okay? So I'll see you when you get back.
Jim, I don't have a group to go to.
Just go to group 1. I'm sorry.
And
Esteban,
there's no breakout group for us to go to.
it's not showing.
Nope. Nothing for us.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Okay, now try. Guys are done?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay. So let me see. Okay. So they're not back yet.
Stuck in limbo.
There we go.
I took care of it.
Yeah, we can get out.
Okay. So what did you guys come up with? Somebody from the group say something. Ryan.
So several of the teachers' responsibilities to students and community would include planning the curriculum and lesson plans for the class and facilitate the learning, being that learning community leader essentially, create social learning opportunities for the students so that it's not all just individual, give students robust feedback, create safe and inclusive learning environments, and then allow students the opportunity to like essentially gain their own knowledge and learn on their own as well.
What did you? Somebody answer. What do you mean by social learning opportunities?
So like group learning, like give them the opportunity to collaborate with each other.
Okay, and those are all good ideas, and those are the same ones that I thought of as well. So it was very good job, guys. So let me go back to where we were. So, in summary, every teacher should have the ability to provide a presence in the classroom that facilitates learning. It is the most important thing, and it's true what they say. Good teachers are the backbone of the education center. It's also important for us as educators to understand that changing instruction methods or adding methods may be needed to assist the students in learning. So that's the end of the program today. Anybody have any questions? They can give me an email, or I'll be around just a few minutes for chat, and we'll go from there. So if you have no questions, thanks for showing up, and thank you.